If you're a foreign trained dentist who's currently preparing for dentist school interview in the year 2025 and want to learn how to explain about your work experience in US or even outside of US, well, this is the right video for you. If you don't know who I am, my name is Adriel William. I've been working with Caapid candidates over the past 5 years, preparing them for interviews, preparing them for SOPs, personal statement, and how to apply to these schools. And the reason I'm good at it because I'm one of you guys who got accepted to 4 schools during my first cycle. So coming to the interview part, I'll tell you one thing in every dental school interviews, and I've given 5 of them during my own cycle, and I've been preparing more than hundreds of students every year. So I would say more than 1,000. I would say by now I have prepared people who have gotten accepted. And one of the question they always ask you is, what is your work experience in US? What is your teamwork? One way or another, they will want to know what kind of work or shadowing or things that you have done professionally after your DDS or BDS dental degree. Now, you might have done some associate work back home in India, Egypt, Cuba, Pakistan, or anywhere you're from, whether it's Nepal. So they might ask you about that, or they might ask you about your dental assisting work or what kind of experience you have in US. And over the past years, I've seen a lot of candidates I get who have done clinical work as dental assisting, but they have also done managerial jobs like being a office manager, being a front desk manager, being a regional manager, or even working with insurances or any other activity. And I personally never worked as a dental assistant officially. I was working in a managerial job and would go and shadow part time. Here's one thing I'll tell you. If you're somebody like me who has done more managerial work as compared to dental assisting, that's where a big problem is for you guys. And I'm one of you guys, so you need to understand what I'm going to say. Dental schools will always prefer a person who has done more assisting or clinical work as compared to somebody who has done managerial work. The reason I'm saying this because what happens is that I get candidates who are talking to me and they will tell, oh, I've worked with a DSO, with Heartland Aspen, with some big DSOs in uh, Canada or US, and I was their lead manager and I was doing their support team and I was training people, and they would be very much emphasizing on it, not knowing that by the end of the day, dentist schools don't really care too much about your managerial work because they know you worked in a corporate setup, you worked in an office setup, and dentist schools don't work like how corporates work. And what they are looking for are people who can work as an assistant when they are a dental student. Because remember, when you're a dental student, most of the time you end up taking radiograph, taking impressions, filling up forms, writing notes, and you do very less than minimum dentistry in the mouth and more of the assisting work. That's just part of the dental curriculum. So I tell people that personally, if you have some managerial experience, it's very good, but don't try to oversell or speak in the same way, the way you speak in your dental corporate office, because the tone of dental schools is a little bit different. They don't want managers. Most people who are taking your interviews are dentists like me. And if a manager comes in and try to be very confident and tell me what to do, well, as a clinician, I am not very much comfortable because I don't like to be dictated by managers how to do dentistry. So over time, a lot of dentists who are listening to you might get triggered if you have a tone of an office manager. So even if you have done office manager work or managerial job, try to focus more on the clinical hands-on work that you did and learned from. And on top of that, you got the opportunity to help your office in the managerial aspect, just to learn more about insurances and learn more about the administrative and management part. But focus on telling that this was a temporary phase to get some understanding but you want to continue to learn dentistry and be a better dentist. Because a lot of people, when they are working in managerial and power positions, they get hooked to that and their personality becomes like managers. And I would ask them to tone it down a little bit, and you want to sound like a student. Remember, a student is somebody who's still exploring in life, who's like a blank page. I usually say a student is like a half filled glass. So you want to say that I'm like a glass who's half filled, but there's way more that I need to learn and fill up. So you want to be confident, but at the same time, you want to show that you're trying to learn more about dentistry and about the US system. So it's like a dance. It has to be balanced. So this is one of the things I've seen over time. And if you find this useful, I'm doing a free session on April 27th. It's a Q&A free session for everybody who wants to attend and ask me questions. And before I tell you more about that, do hit the subscribe button, do like the video, write something in the comment please, because that really helps the algorithm to share this video. It encourages me to make more videos. So I really appreciate if you write a feedback. And I'm doing a free session on April 27th. I will post it on my Instagram. The details is going to be in the description. If you go below the video, there's description. Click on it. Go on the Instagram, just follow me, and I'll share the details up there. And on top of that, if you need one-on-one help to prepare for interviews, you can reach out to me through my email address, purposedrivendentistry@gmail.com. And I'm going to share more videos right up here which will help you prepare for your dental school interview, whether it's USC, Colorado, or any other school you're preparing. This video might help you, and see you in a more meaningful video soon. Take care.